Ketron event effects. There is section that we can control effects on Ketron event. I really like this part here of Ketron, and that is beautiful idea. I don't know who put that idea on keyboard, because we don't have that on arranger keyboards. It is first time on arranger keyboards, and it's a really great idea to control effects on arranger keyboards on the way how they are controlled from musicians on stage. For example, guitar player, he has pedals and he can control that effects, or any another musician who is using pedals or those effects, he can control them on the same way like we can control them now on keyboard. Because on keyboard we are guitar players, we simulate playing guitars, bass guitar, accordions, clarinets, everything. There is that modern arranger keyboard that is used to play as a one-man band, and you have to cover everything, every instrument, every kind of music and everything. And it's a great idea. That is good technology, modern technology, new type of musician that it didn't exist in past, but in several last decades it exists, and it's great opportunity for musicians to express their abilities on instrument like this. So let us see how it works. I will choose one guitar sound, and it doesn't matter which guitar sound. We will be focused on functionality that we can get from those buttons and those potentiometers. So let me see how it works. There's one guitar sound. First effect up, we have overdrive, and we can simulate some distortions with drive and brilliance. Brilliance we can use for make sound brighter or dark. So we will actually define character of the sound, and drive we will choose amount of effect that we want to have. So if I engage this button, now I will get some kind of overdrive sound or distorted sound. But there is something that I don't like presently in this section. When you activate drive, you will get reverb too. I don't want to get reverb, so I want to get rid of the reverb. I will put it down, and now I have just distortion sound. Now I can have it darker or brighter, but without reverb. So there is or bug or some kind of mistake or misunderstanding. Whoever gave option, when you activate this effect, suddenly it activates reverb too. Look at that. Now is this activated? Reverb. I will put reverb down, totally down, everything down. And now this can activate, and again turn it on. Again I got reverb. Now I will get rid of reverb. Now it's dry sound. So that is mistake. Reverb should be controlled only with those two potentiometers, not with those buttons where we want to use some other effects. So that is distortion. Now next is chorus or flanger or anything else. We can activate, and then we can control depth and rate. But again, mistake, we have some reverb there involved. So I have to move this potentiometer down. Great idea. So we can control, for example, chorus, flanger, phaser, whatever is on this modulation part. We turn it on, off, and control depth and rate. Now, Wah section, when we turn this button, again with those two potentiometers, we can control depth and rate. But again, I got some kind of reverb, although reverb is on minimum, and I have to move it up and down just to get rid of reverb. And now I will disconnect this, and now reverb section where I can control how much reverb I want to have. So and I can control reverb time. I simulate the size of the room and amount of reverb. So it should be controlled only with those two potentiometers, I will repeat, not by engaging those buttons with other effects. Now I'll put reverb down, totally down, and I will try delay. But again I got reverb, and I will get rid of reverb. In many situations, we want to have, when we are playing some kind of solo on guitar, we want to have a little bit maybe of a drive, overdrive, or distortion, and then we will get a little bit of delay, but not reverb. We don't want to put it in space, and we want to have just powerful sound with a little bit delay, not reverb. That's why this reverb shouldn't be activated by pressing delay button. See, it is activated. Now is not activated. So that is about this FX section. It's amazing section. Just there should be update in a new operating system. They have to get rid of reverb that is interfering other effects. Whenever you are turning on any other effect, then reverb is coming up. We don't want that. We want to have separate control of reverb. We want to decide, do we want to use reverb in combination with other effects or without? In this situation, it is like I'm not so happy whenever I connect, whenever I engage something, I have to go back down and turn reverb down. Thank you very much for watching this video, and please put some your comments, and see you in my next video.